It's a legend that still sends chills through Mexicans nearly half a millennium later. A tragic tale of what happened when this country was conquered by Spain. Reenacted every year on the banks of the Xochimilco canals where the Aztec Empire once stood. One indigenous woman enslaved by a conquistador decides to kill her own children rather than give them up. Frantic with guilt, she drowns herself.
She's an integral part of the Mexican culture, and we've all heard her cry at least once. We tell her story so she's not forgotten, and that when people hear her wail, they are not frightened but try to understand her pain.
Condemned, La Llorona, or the Wailer, spends the rest of eternity screaming and reminding Mexicans of the pain and suffering during the Spanish conquest. A haunting tale performed in different versions around the Day of the Dead, when Mexicans honor loved ones no longer living.
In Mexico, there is a lot of insecurity. The only certainty is death, and that's why it's so important to preserve this tradition so future generations don't forget their roots.
Now the Mexico City government is trying to protect La Llorona legend by making it part of the country's cultural inheritance, a move many here welcome.
The only way to preserve these traditions is participating in them. It's our culture. We can't see these traditions as ordinary. They are beautiful, and we need to protect them.
So that for generations to come, Mexicans will hear the haunting and yet welcoming cry of La Llorona. Rachel Levin, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.